First Alert Weather with Madeline Parker is sponsored by St. Francis Healthcare System.
And if anyone else is sick of this snow, I have some bad news for you. If we take a look at our weather headlines, the extreme cold is going to be sticking around, especially with our wind chills in the mornings. We're also going to be seeing those winds calming throughout midweek, which will help our temperatures and our wind chills even out a little bit. But we're still going to be looking at below freezing temperatures for a majority of this week and into the weekend. So that snow will be sticking around. In fact, we do have some extreme cold warnings in effect across the heartland. That's going to be over most of southeast Missouri, all of southern Illinois, and all of western Kentucky and northwestern Tennessee. So with these extreme cold warnings, that does mean we could be seeing wind chills anywhere between -10 and -19 for the wind chill across the heartland, mainly in the mornings. So you're going to bundle up if you're going to be out and about, especially early. These advisories are going to be going until Tuesday morning. So through Tuesday morning, we'll be seeing those extreme wind chills. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Futurecast. We can see no snow, which is a relief to see after this weekend. We do see some partly cloudy skies that'll start to dissipate as we head into your evening. Looking at much clearer skies overnight, but that will be making for some pretty cold temperatures tomorrow and more cold wind chills. We can see a little bit of a breeze. It's a southerly breeze, so it would normally be bringing in some warmer air. It's not going to be helping us out much for the next couple of days. Now, Futurecast is showing a few areas are going to be above freezing tomorrow afternoon. I'm not so convinced we're going to be seeing above freezing because we do have a lot of snow on the ground. We have some ice on the ground still, and that can prevent our temperatures from being able to warm enough to get above freezing. So I think we're going to be seeing those low 30s. So even though our freezing line is going to be backing off, I don't think we're going to be seeing above freezing tomorrow afternoon. By the evening, we'll be seeing things dropping quite a bit once again. We could be seeing more of those single digit and just into the low teens for our lows going into the rest of this week. And we'll be seeing some more clouds going into Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, kind of same deal. We see that a few places are trying to get above freezing. Futurecast thinks that it's going to be above freezing. I, once again, don't believe we're going to be above freezing throughout this week. We'll be seeing some more clouds coming in Wednesday night, and that'll be making it a little bit warmer overnight, but not much. Taking a look at our wind chills for this evening, we'll be seeing our wind chills staying in those single digits in a lot of areas, although Marion, Kentucky, looking at Perryville, Missouri, are looking at just below zero. We'll be staying in those below zero wind chills going into tomorrow morning as well in a lot of areas before things warm up to feeling like closer to the teens by tomorrow afternoon. This evening, we're looking at mostly clear skies. Again, temperatures going to be feeling pretty cold. And then let's go ahead and take a look at our lows for tomorrow. Single digits in a lot of the heartland tomorrow. 1 degree for the low in Mount Vernon. 7-day forecast is showing we'll be seeing those low 30s tomorrow for the most part. We might see a little bit about 32 degrees in some areas, but it doesn't look like it's going to be widespread. We're still going to be seeing that snow sticking around because look at that, 20s for the high for a majority of the week before more cold air comes in Thursday night. We'll be seeing those mid 30s by next Monday.